Hey Danny, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So for everyone who's tuning in to see this, I want to introduce you to Danny, who is an amazing travel specialist, expert travel specialist at Wand and Compass Travel. Also a dear friend, I can say at this point. We had the luxury of traveling together recently, but we're here to hear all about your recent trip, and I know you have an upcoming trip again planned here in a few weeks. So feel free to introduce yourself, and then let's talk about this trip.
So, I'm Dani, and I am a travel specialist here at Wand and Compass Travel Company. I have been here for tomorrow will be my 1 year
Ooh,
with the
anniversary.
agency. So I have just been here learning and soaking in as much as I can, helping as many clients as I can, while also traveling because that is my passion. I love to travel. Give me a good Disney trip, I'll never, ever turn it down. So today I wanted to talk about my 40th birthday trip that I took last year to Disney World. I went with my husband and my best friend. So total adult trip, no holds barred. We just went and did everything that we possibly could. We spent 8 days at
Okay.
Disney.
That's a long time. I mean, it's longer than the average Disney trip, I should say.
That is my average
Mm,
yearly Disney trip. I do pop in, our quick little couple days here, a couple days there, but my average planned trip is 8 days at Disney.
So, 8 days, adults only. What time of year did you decide to go? Tell me a little bit about like what you were navigating at that
We
time.
we went in September. We did utilize the free dining plan that was being
Yes.
offered. We did upgrade it to the Disney dining plan versus the quick service. But the difference, even for all three of us, I think was $500. So not a bad deal for 8 days.
Right. Right. So was that your first time doing the Disney dining plan, or was that something you've done
No.
before?
That's my first time since COVID
Okay.
doing the Disney dining plan. But usually pre-COVID, we did the Disney dining plan every time we
Okay.
went.
And I
Um,
know that you just did a post recently on your socials too about like doing the plan, beating the plan. There's
mhm.
ways to do it that will make you really save some money, and there's ways to do it where you can kind of blow opportunities. So I will make sure that I link that in here too for people that want to hear your expert advice on that.
Thank you. That post definitely came from the heart and from the best place of here's the best way to utilize it. It definitely isn't for everyone, but if you can use it effectively, then it could benefit you in the long run.
Yeah. Okay. So 8 days, September. It's hot.
Hmm.
It's also Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween season. Did you do the party too?
We did. That was the point of going. It was my first Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
I don't think I realized it was your first time doing that.
It was. It was my very first time.
Okay, so we're gonna jump ahead to the party, but first let's just talk about how you organized your days. You have 8 days. Where did you stay? What were some things that were important to you as you were kind of setting up this trip?
So we stayed at Port Orleans French Quarter, which I do consider to be my home resort. Um, I prefer to stay there. It's small, it feels quaint. The boat rides to Disney Springs are one of my favorite things in the world. Um, it's just a joy. It's a joy to be there. It never feels overcrowded. And I set up my days so that we would have a break day
Mhm.
towards the middle of our trip. And we used our break day to actually take a day at Discovery Cove
Yes.
and enjoy like a whole day of just relaxing. We swam with dolphins. We just utilized everything in that day resort that we possibly could. And then that evening we had dinner at Disney Springs because why not do some shopping after a day of relaxing?
Shopping, food, relaxing. That is a good break day. Well, I think that's important to note because it is so easy to get fixated on all of the things you can be doing at Disney. And
Hmm.
before you know it, your days, your nights are packed and you come home wrecked. You're exhausted, or maybe midweek even, you're starting to feel that like drag. So I think never can like never can recommend enough a down day of some kind. Doesn't mean you do nothing like you did. You took a different, a day over at Discovery Cove, but just to do something that decompresses,
Hmm.
I think can help with your stamina for a trip.
And I think especially if you're going to travel, like we obviously didn't have kids with us this time, but if you do have kids with you, I feel like they need that day.
Hmm.
They really do.
And that's I also feel like I advise people on Animal Kingdom can be that day for you. Just because
Hmm.
it's another park, it's a different kind of park. It can be a little more leisurely. There's not a ton of attractions to rush around to, but just how you approach your day in that park can make it feel like a rest.
Yeah, we did the Wild Africa trek on our Animal Kingdom day. So we spent a solid 3.5 hours on that Wild Africa trek, and then went and enjoyed all of the attractions and food. And I really like Animal Kingdom. I know maybe that's a little known, little accepted thing, but I think Animal Kingdom can be a full day park at a very leisurely pace.
Yes. I would totally agree. I think that you can do it in a half day, but you're going to be hustling if
Yeah.
you want to get to like the big exciting things. Even the safari, like that can take a while. That can slow down a little bit because there's animals that
Hmm.
are crossing in front of you and you never know what that's going to be. So I think, yeah, if you're trying to push it into 4 or 5 hours, it may not feel relaxing.
Yes. And I highly encourage people to take those little like walking trails to see like the tigers and the gorillas. Those are things that, yeah, they're not a big, exciting attraction, but they're really cool. And you do feel very immersed in like you're walking through, different parts of the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Wild Africa Trek, had that been your first time doing one of those as well?
No, I actually took my kids 4 years ago, my big kids,
Hmm.
and we had an amazing time. But it was also my best friend's birthday 5 days before this 40th birthday trip for me.
Hmm.
And so I bought her a Wild Africa truck as her birthday present.
That's awesome.
Um, she loves animals, and she loves a good adventure. So seemed like the right birthday present.
Perfect gift. And then you get to do it together, which is memory making, and that's a great gift in itself.
Exactly.
All right, so we did Animal Kingdom. I know we're going to get to the party. How many other days in the parks did you do? Which parks did you prioritize for your adults only?
We did we had 7 day park tickets. I did use one of those to enter Magic Kingdom prior to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party.
That's
Um,
a pro tip though. That's good advice.
yeah. And to be honest, I hadn't planned on going into the park before the party.
Okay.
And then I saw the lines forming outside and decided to go ahead and go in, go directly to guest services, have
Hmm.
them add an extra day onto our tickets, which for all three of us was like $53 to add the extra day. It
Yeah.
felt like a lightning lane. It felt like I lightning laned my way the past the line for Mickey's Not So Scary. And then the lines inside to get your band were very quick. It was a very quick thing.
I think that's important for people to know is those parties, whether it's Not So Scary or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, because the nighttime guests, the party guests can start coming in at 4. Starting at like 3:15, you'll start to see lines backing up at that entrance for people that can start to enter at that point. And the flex is to go through a regular park day or already be in the park. Maybe you just got there at 2 and got yourself in there and could do your own thing. But those lines can get really intense. I actually tell people if you don't have a park ticket day for that day, just wait and go at like 5. Like
Hmm.
let that first rush happen. It's either like get there before the party time or wait till 5.
Yeah. It's definitely something you should do. We got there at 2:30 and the
Perfect.
line was already
Okay. Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
So we just said, it's time to go in. It's hot. We're not going to sit in the sun in a very long line. We're just going to go in. And I mean, $53 is a set of lightning lanes for three people.
Right.
So I figured it was worth it.
I like it. So we did the so you had Animal Kingdom, you had the party, you got there a little early, did a little extra
Mhm.
Magic Kingdom time inside the park. Let's talk about the party since we're in Magic Kingdom at this point. You were in there, you got your wristbands. Tell me about how you kind of organized your time because those party hours can go so fast.
So meeting Jack and Sally was my main goal of the party.
They're so good.
And so I got my wristband at 4:03 and
Okay.
I boogied from
Yeah.
Fantasyland up to Jack and Sally. The line was already at 120 minutes when
Okay.
we got up there. We did do go ahead and wait. We waited it out. It did, in fact, take a full 2 hours, but we were able to meet Jack and Sally, which of course was my goal, but then also get to the Emporium and do our party shopping
Yes.
all before 7 o'clock. So all
Before the
before
party
the
officially started.
party
Yeah.
officially started. Unfortunately, it was rainy that day, so no headless horseman riding for us, which was sad because that's what I really wanted to see too.
Yeah.
But we did get a parade. It was after the fireworks. The second parade, they started at 45 minutes early in order
Get
to
it in.
get it in. So we did get to see Boo to You. I rode Haunted Mansion. We got to do some fun rides with the overlays. We had our photo pass moments where we got our fun photo pass overlays. And I had a great time. I got to meet Gaston, which is,
Yes.
it was so fun. He put on quite the show and he played, my husband and I went together to meet him
Mhm.
and he definitely played it up like I was there to see him and my husband was just the tag along. It was so cute. It was so cute.
You cannot, I mean, I don't think people realize how much time the characters will take with you in
Hmm.
those parties. That's one of the things that I think there's a lot of coverage about the parties. The trick or treat's always something people talk about as an adult only. That probably wasn't a big priority for you.
No.
But they talk about the parade, they talk about the fireworks as they should, because the parade I think is my favorite parade at Disney World in particular. But I would just say like the characters are great. They take their time. You can find them in a lot of different places. You can end up waiting for some of them for quite a bit, and they have some times that they come and they go and they'll come back. But it is such a fun experience with them there.
Yeah, they're definitely, I felt like the characters took much more time than they do on a regular day.
Hmm.
Jack and Sally spent a solid 5 minutes with us, talking about how I came from Birthday Land and saying that cake sounded disgusting because it wasn't made with dirt.
See, and these are the things you can't anticipate happen. These are just going to be these magical moments. I love that.
Exactly. And with Gaston, he solidly spent a good 5 minutes. And I think we only waited in line for 10 minutes maybe to
Okay.
meet Gaston.
Yeah.
It was nothing. It was like a flash.
Yep.
We did do a little trick-or-treating throughout the night, especially when it was raining. That was a good time to start going through some covered lines to trick-or-treat.
Hmm.
We each had our bag filled, I think, in 3 stops.
So good.
So if trick-or-treating is your thing, make sure you are bringing an extra bag to
Yes.
dump candy into because your bag will be full in 3 stops.
Yeah, they're actually using scoops, and so they will scoop giant amounts into your bag at every stop. I don't think people realize it's not like a pick one kind of a
No.
retreat. It's it's excess. So you did the party. Tell me about your other park days that you had. You had obviously Hollywood Studios and Epcot too. What else did you get up to?
We did. So in Epcot, we definitely spent the whole day at Epcot. We drank around the world in Epcot. All three of us just split a drink through the whole thing.
So good.
Um, I know I couldn't handle that many drinks, but getting to
Especially
try,
in the
like,
heat too. Like that time of year is hard.
it was very hot that day. It was very, very hot. And of course we started in Mexico. Like that, I will always contend that if you're
Mhm.
starting in the World Showcase, you start in Mexico and you end in Canada. Um, that's my hill. I will die on it.
Fine.
Um, so we started in Mexico and just getting to try like a little something. We tried a snack and a drink from every country,
Mhm.
and it was really enjoyable. to just get a few bites in. We, of course, did all of the big things. We did Guardians of the Galaxy twice, I think, that day.
Hmm.
Once Lightning Lane single pass, and once the line was just happened to be like 2 minutes long. So we hopped right on.
Hmm.
We also ate at Coral Reef that
Okay.
day.
Yeah.
And I know that it's not everyone's favorite,
Yeah.
but I feel like for the atmosphere
Hmm.
and getting to like sit with the aquarium, and the food is it's decent.
Hmm.
So it's not my favorite by any means, but it's definitely like a decent meal in good atmosphere.
And I think at Epcot, it's so easy to just rely on the booth, whatever festival booths are out, or just eating in the different countries, kind of snacking your way through the day. But especially if you're going to make it a long day, having some portion where you actually are indoors, sitting down, especially in the heat, that can be rejuvenating and maybe necessary, especially during the hot months.
I try to do that for lunch. I try to
Yes.
make like go through your morning.
Hmm.
It's cooler in the morning, so you're not going to be completely overheated yet. Take your good, like, sit down, soak in the AC in the afternoon, and then go about the rest of your evening.
Hmm.
I also, when I go with my kids, not so much on this trip, but when I go with my kids, I do like to take an afternoon break.
Yes. Love a break. I'm
Go
always a
back
fan
to
of
the
doing.
resort, hang out.
And that's why I think it's such the move to stay on property for that reason too, is the
Mhm,
access to get back and forth to your resort. And to your point, staying at Port Orleans French Quarter, it's not a walkable resort to the parks. However, it's a single bus stop. It's
mhm.
quick. You get in and out. It does feel close enough because you're not going on an internal bus loop like some of the other resorts that are out there in that Disney Springs area. So I think that is really, I mean, it's probably, in my opinion, the best moderate that you can choose.
100%. I 100% agree with that. It's convenient. Waiting for transportation is never a problem.
Yes, not what you want to be doing.
Exactly. Um, Even on the busiest days, and we did have some days while we were there that were the parks were extremely busy.
Hmm.
Um, and we never waited to get on our bus for more than one bus. The bus came, everyone who was in line got on, we went back. Even, late at night after fireworks when everyone and their brother is trying to get out of
Trying to
there,
leave.
we still didn't ever have to wait for a second bus to get on. So if that is something that you're looking for, Port Orleans French Quarter is a good one.
That's
But
awesome.
other park days, we did a 4 park challenge one day.
Okay.
Um,
Break that down for
so
anyone who might not know what that is.
a 4 park challenge means that you visit all 4 parks in one day. You have one snack in each park and you ride one ride. So you have to do all of those things.
Hmm.
We got a little creative with ours. Ours was every park. We had to take every form of transportation that Disney offers.
Okay. Hmm.
And we had our at least one ride. Most of the parks we did two, but at least one ride. Um, I will say, if you're going to do the 4 park challenge, definitely buy your single pass lightning lanes for the rides that are most important for you because
Okay.
you can only have two.
Hmm.
So you're going to want to make sure that you pick the ones that are most important. For us, we did Rise of the Resistance for our Hollywood Studios part of the day. And then I did one for Tron at night because we ended in Magic Kingdom.
Nice.
So, and I like riding Tron at night. I feel like it's cooler. So, we started in Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
We went ahead and did Flight of Passage,
Hmm.
and we did Everest.
Okay.
So we did those two. We had a little like morning snack,
Hmm.
and then we hopped a bus over to Animal No, not Animal Kingdom Lodge. We hopped a bus to Pop Century and took the Skyliner, which you know I'm not a fan of.
Yes, for
We
you.
took the Skyliner to Hollywood Studios. And then we did Rise of the Resistance. We also, I did not do Tower of Terror because Tower of Terror is not my jam, but my husband and my best friend did do Tower of Terror because the wait happened to only be like 20 minutes. And so why not hop on?
Mhm.
We got our snack. We took the boat over to Epcot.
That's my preferred mode of transportation between those parks, personally.
Yes. We took the boat over to Epcot. We did some of the festival booths
Mhm.
because it was food and wine during that time. So we did a few of the festival booths to get our snack in. We rode Guardians of the Galaxy and Remy's.
Wow. Heavy hitter.
Remy's had been shut down and they reopened. And so
The
it,
timing was too good.
the timing was too good. And we rode Frozen
Okay.
because why not?
Hmm.
And then we hopped the monorail over to Magic Kingdom so that we got all of our forms of transportation
Yes.
in. And we actually had a sit-down dinner that night at Tony's
Okay, good.
and just sat for a little bit because it was quite the day.
Mhm.
And then we shopped and then we went to Tron and then we went back to the hotel and just crashed into a coma.
What a fun way to do it, though. I love the added transportation component because I do think you don't realize how many different options you have. And again, that
Mhm.
really does set the direction, where
Yeah.
to start, where to go next, where to finish. And I love the idea of finishing at Magic Kingdom. Like that's probably the best play. It's going to be open the longest. It's going to
Hmm.
give you all of the magical vibes. And Animal Kingdom closes early, so I think you crushed it.
And then the next day was our rest day.
Great.
We
See,
planned it that way on purpose.
it's almost like you're a travel specialist or something.
It's almost like that. It's almost like that. It's almost like I do this for a living.
So when you look at this whole trip and you look back in hindsight now, and it was a great way to celebrate your 40th, it was a great way to be there with your best friend, with your husband. Is there anything you would do different or that you would change up?
I think I actually planned too much.
Okay.
Um, so I think in my excitement to show my best friend all of the things because she doesn't go to Disney like we go to Disney, I think I honestly pushed us too hard.
Okay.
And so in hindsight, I think I would have spread out some
Mhm.
of our park days. We did have park hoppers and we did use them almost every single day that we were there. So I think I would have slowed us down. I think I would have allowed for more afternoon breaks. I think I would have just slowed us down a little bit.
And that is, I would say that's probably the most common experience for anyone who's going for the first time. Not that it was your first time, but you were taking someone who you wanted to really show it off. And
Yeah.
I talk to so many clients, I know you do too, that they're like, this is our first trip. We want to see everything. And the biggest thing is you're not going to.
Hmm.
It's okay to not feel that pressure. You can always do something else another trip. I mean, you and I've gone so many times and we've never come close to doing everything. And there's always something new. And so I do think that's a real I mean, I feel that when I go with my family, I feel like I'm trying to cram things in and then I'm like, why did I feel the need to push so hard sometimes? So I love that advice for people looking to go.
Yeah, I'm utilizing that hindsight into planning for our trip this year in September. It will be my little guy's first trip to Disney.
Wow, I don't think I knew that either. What? Oh, no, I really
Yeah,
want to go.
it will be his first trip to Disney, and my older son will be celebrating the fact that he graduated from high school in May.
That's gonna be
So it's gonna, we'll have both spectrums
yeah,
of, big kid, little kid, but I'm trying to make it magical for both of them without overwhelming both of them
either
as
or
well.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you've given a lot of advice throughout this so I normally would ask you what's some advice you would give to someone doing a trip like this. I think especially being an adults only trip. I think a lot of people don't realize how much fun you can have as adults at Disney what's some advice you have for people that are looking to plan this adults only trip or maybe a birthday celebration like that?
So if you are going to do an adults only trip, give yourself time.
Mhm.
Don't rush it. Give yourself the time, even if it's 3 days, 4 days. You're going to have an amazing time, but pace it out.
Mhm.
Don't do too much every single day. And it's worth it. You can have so much fun at Disney as an adult, and you can still enjoy watching the magic with other kids that are around. We had a great time. Like, we smiled so many times watching a little kid interacting with a character. And then also getting to enjoy it for ourselves when it was our turn.
Right. Like Gaston, for example. So much fun.
Exactly.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing all of the things with us. If anyone is looking for a travel agent who is truly knows what she's doing, expert in the business, Dani is your person. Dani is someone who I've had the pleasure of traveling with. We did some training together recently in Universal. We added some Disney time. And again, like you said, we just kind of just went in and did what we felt like doing. And it was really, really fun. So check out Dani's pages, follow her on socials, reach out if you're looking for some help with your trip. And Dani, thanks for walking me through all of it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, I'll be seeing you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.